Our Kroger hometown hero this week is Sergeant Travis Snyder. Travis, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate you coming out to chat with us.
Thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
Well, before we get started, we have a little video that we want to show you. It's from Frank Ragnow. He wanted to say hello to you.
Oh, awesome.
To honor all the brave men and women stationed around the world who protect our freedom here at home, the Detroit Lions at Kroger would like to salute Sergeant Travis Snyder, U.S. Marine Corps veteran, for being this week's hometown hero. Thank you for raising awareness for veteran suicide prevention with your 810-mile walk around Lake Michigan this past fall. And thank you for your service to our country. Go Lions.
What does it mean to be selected as the Kroger hometown hero this week and get to hear from one of the Lions?
You know, being a lifelong Lions fan, it's a real honor, honestly. And I'm just really happy to be here and, meeting staff and whatnot. And it's been a great day.
Well, Frank said it in his video. Not only have you served in the Marine Corps, but you've also done a lot of work for veteran suicide awareness. Tell us a little bit about what got you interested in that.
Absolutely. Veteran mental health and suicide awareness is one of those topics that you read about every day. You hear it about in the news, social media. And then personally, my Marine brothers and I lost a friend of ours to suicide about 1.5 years ago. And I just felt that calling to kind of go the extra step. No pun intended, but to go take the extra step and kind of reach out and kind of bring together a community of folks that can relate to suicide and mental health one way or another, whether they struggle themselves with mental health challenges, or they lost somebody that they loved very much to suicide, or even just folks that maybe can't relate to the epidemic personally but want to make a difference one way or another. It's really a broad message to a lot of people that you're needed, you're valued, you're loved, and you have a purpose in this world. And if you're willing to reach out halfway, you've got plenty of people out here that want to listen to you and be present for you.
And one of the big things you did to bring awareness for that was that walk you did about this time last year around Lake Michigan. Tell me about that walk and what inspired it.
It was the adventure of a lifetime, Dory. It was just, and honestly, when I first started out and embarked on that adventure, I wanted to bring people together to talk about this issue, but I did not expect it to fully to snowball the way it did. And it speaks volumes about the magnitude of the epidemic itself, that it affects so many people. And to take off on that trip and for 42 straight days, meet so many good-hearted, genuine people that wanted to make a difference in their own way, whether it had been providing a meal or shelter or just sharing their story. It was a blessing, and I feel so privileged to be able to go on that trip and to meet so many good people, not just during, but even after, in the last year or so between trips. It's led to a lot of great connections.
People tend to view military members, maybe even pro athletes, as these strong people who might not be affected by mental health, but we've seen more and more pro athletes speaking out about the issue. I mean, just in the NFL, Dak Prescott has been one of them recently, and you're doing it with your own story and the story of people's whose lives have touched you as well. Why is it important for people who may be perceived as untouchable by this illness to speak out?
Absolutely. Just like physical health is important, to take care of our bodies, mental health is just as important. And each of us, no matter what your background is, where you come from, what your profession is, it comes with its share of challenges, between pro athletes and military and first responders and even teachers and those who work on the local scale, deal with their own challenges and whatnot. And it's important for them to, all of us, not to just find ways to heal, but also prevent ourselves from getting into that emotional hole, so to speak, And so it's great seeing a lot of professional athletes in the spotlight talking about this and bringing it to the light. But I would, also want to further encourage, my brothers and sisters in the armed forces to speak up and not be shy about what they're going through.
And we so appreciate the work you are doing for that, Travis. Thank you so much for being our hometown hero this week. We appreciate the work you do.
It's an honor. Thank you.
What Travis is doing is so needed and so important. We want to thank him again for his service, and we look forward to having him back at the stadium soon. You can nominate your hometown heroes today at DetroitLions.com/hometown heroes.